Quotes on Leadership. Compiled by Zaviad.com team. Here are some quotes on leadership. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. John C. Maxwell. A good leader takes a little more than his share of the blame, a little less than his share of the credit. Arnold H. Glasow. I am not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep, I am afraid of an army of sheep led by a lion. Alexander the Great. A good leader takes a little more than his share of the blame, a little less than his share of the credit. Arnold H. Glasow. Go as far as you can see, when you get there, you'll be able to see farther. J. P. Morgan. Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. Margaret Fuller. No man will make a great leader who wants to do it all himself or get all the credit for doing it. Andrew Carnegie. Leadership is about taking responsibility, not making excuses. Mitt Romney. A man who wants to lead the orchestra must turn his back on the crowd. Max Lucado. The task of the leader is to get his people from where they are to where they have not been. Henry Kissinger. Obstacles are things a person sees when he takes his eyes off his goal. E. Joseph Corsman. Ultimately, leadership is not about glorious crowning acts. It's about keeping your team focused on a goal and motivated to do their best to achieve it, especially when the stakes are high and the consequences really matter. It is about laying the groundwork for others' success, and then standing back and letting them shine. Chris Hadfield. How we think shows through in how we act. Attitudes are mirrors of the mind. They reflect thinking. David Joseph Schwartz. Leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something you want done because he wants to do it. Dwight D. Eisenhower. Good management is the art of making problems so interesting and their solutions so constructive that everyone wants to get to work and deal with them. Paul Hawken. Leadership is practiced not so much in words as in attitude, and in actions. Harold S. Janine. Millions saw the apple fall, but Newton was the one who asked why. Bernard Baruch. Outstanding leaders go out of their way to boost the self-esteem of their personnel. If people believe in themselves, it's amazing what they can accomplish. Sam Walton. Amazing leadership is solving problems. The day soldiers stop bringing you their problems is the day you have stopped leading them. They have either lost confidence that you can help or concluded you do not care. Either case is a failure of leadership. Colin Powell. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more and become more, you are a leader. John Quincy Adams. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Steve Jobs, Apple co-founder. Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Leaders instill in their people a hope for success and a belief in themselves. Positive leaders empower people to accomplish their goals. Unknown. The very essence of leadership is that you have to have vision. You can't blow an uncertain trumpet. Theodore M. Hesburgh. Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. John F. Kennedy. A good objective of leadership is to help those who are doing poorly to do well and to help those who are doing well to do even better. Jim Rohn. What you do has far greater impact than what you say. Stephen Covey. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. Dale Carnegie. 90% of leadership is the ability to communicate something people want. Dianne Feinstein, U.S. Senator. An organization's ability to learn, and translate that learning into action rapidly, is the ultimate competitive advantage. Jack Welch, former CEO of General Electric. It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft. It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you'll do things differently. Warren Buffett, investor. Outstanding leaders go out of the way to boost the self-esteem of their personnel. If people believe in themselves, it's amazing what they can accomplish. Sam Walton, founder of Walmart and Sam's Club. One of the most important things for any leader is to never let anyone else define who you are. And you define who you are. I never think of myself as being a woman CEO of this company. I think of myself as a steward of a great institution. Ginny Rometty, CEO of IBM. Of all the things I've done, the most vital is coordinating those who work with me and aiming their efforts at a certain goal. Walt Disney, founder of Disney. Leadership is something you earn, something you're chosen for. You can't come in yelling, "I'm your leader." If it happens, it's because the other guys respect you. Ben Roethlisberger, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback. Management is doing things right, leadership is doing the right things. Peter F. Drucker, author and educator. You don't have to hold a position in order to be a leader. Henry Ford, founder of the Ford Motor Company. A man who wants to lead the orchestra must turn his back on the crowd. Max Lucado, Christian author and preacher. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt, former First Lady of the United States. Knowing what must be done does away with fear. Rosa Parks, civil rights activist. The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. Ronald Reagan, former US President. It took me quite a long time to develop a voice, and now that I have it, I am not going to be silent. Madeleine Albright, former US Secretary of State. Great leaders are almost always great simplifiers, who can cut through argument, debate and doubt to offer a solution everybody can understand. General Colin Powell, former US Secretary of State. A leader takes people where they want to go. A great leader takes people where they don't necessarily want to go, but ought to be. Rosalind Carter, former First Lady of the United States. To be a leader, you have to make people want to follow you, and nobody wants to follow someone who doesn't know where he is going. Joe Namath, former New York Jets quarterback. If you don't believe in yourself, why is anyone else going to believe in you? Tom Brady, New England Patriots quarterback. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more and become more, you are a leader. President John Quincy Adams, former US President. If you want to make enemies, try to change something. Woodrow Wilson, former US President. In periods where there is no leadership, society stands still. Progress occurs when courageous, skillful leaders seize the opportunity to change things for the better. Harry Truman, former US President. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. President Abraham Lincoln, former US President. You have enemies. Good. That means you've stood up for something, sometime in your life. Winston Churchill, former British Prime Minister. A genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus but a molder of consensus. Martin Luther King Jr., civil rights activist. I suppose leadership at one time meant muscles, but today it means getting along with people. Mahatma Gandhi, Indian independence movement leader. A leader is a dealer in hope. Napoleon Bonaparte, French military leader and emperor. If leadership has come to be known as something much bigger than us, aligned to changing the world, then we are spending way too much time celebrating things that hardly anyone can do and not celebrating things we can do every day. Drew Dudley, founder of Day One Leadership. In matters of style, swim with the current; in matters of principle, stand like a rock. Thomas Jefferson, founding father and former US President. For more quotes like this, kindly visit Zaviad.com. Thank you.